a verbal check-in, a verbal say hello. So welcome to the Summerween video. This is going to be basically the next 7 days. So Summerween is from the 5th of July, which it is today, until the 11th of July. So I'm just going to vlog it. I'm going to vlog it and hopefully it's fun. There are 4 books that you'll have already seen in the little b-roll bit that I think I can read to fulfill all 5 prompts. I'm not doing the bingo board, I'm not doing the Instagram stuff or anything like that. I'm just doing the one where you have 5 prompts. I don't know why I'm trying to find it in my book. I can shove it on the screen. I will shove the 5 prompts on the screen, but I do also have it in my reading journal. So yeah, those are the 5 prompts that I'm trying to fulfill. Those are like the Summerween prompts. So I will tell you how I'm going to do it. Read a book in the dark. I could do that for any book, but the one I'm going to use for it, which does mean I'm doubling up, is Your Soul is a River. This is a very short poetry collection, so it'll be, you know, an easy 1 night or 2 night read. Essentially, this is going to be my like evening or bedtime read for probably the next 2 nights, and that will fulfill that. Then prompt number 2 is to read a thriller or horror, and for that one I've gone with Buddy. This, I don't know 100% how to categorise, but it's always either categorised as a thriller or a horror or a mashup of the 2. So I'm going to take it. I am very intrigued by this and I really want to read it. Then for prompt number 3, read a book with the night sky on the cover. This is the other one that I'm using the poetry collection for. This has got a lot of like celestial nighttime themes on the cover. There's like, you know, stars and constellations and stuff like that. So we're using that one. Then for prompt number 4, it says read a book with 5 words in the title, and for that one I'm going with The Day of the Triffids. Yeah, The Day of the Triffids. Yeah, that is what it's called. So this, again, I'm really excited about. I think it should be good. I did start it in the bath. I had a bath this morning. I've read the first 10 pages, which it doesn't start at page 1, so it's actually the first 5 pages. I'm intrigued so far. I'm interested. I want to give it a go, and I think it should be good. Like, it's a more classic like sci-fi dystopia, and I'm excited to give it a go. And then for prompt number 5, we have read a book that takes place in the summer, and I used the story graph that's been set up for this readathon and went through the books to see if there were any that I owned, and I owned Razorblade Tears, which apparently takes place in the summer, so that's what I'm going to use for that. I will tell you more about the individual books as and when I pick them up, so I'll put these 3 aside for now and I will tell you about this one shortly. But Summerween, what is it? It's a readathon. I will have everything linked down below, like the announcement video, anything like that. I think there's an Instagram for it as well. I'll link it down below. But it's a readathon that's been happening for quite a while now. I believe this is the 5th year. I heard about this readathon 2 years ago and I wanted to take part, but I found out about it too late, and then last year I completely forgot about it, and by the time I'd heard it was taking place it was too late. So this year I prioritised it. I made sure that I knew it was happening, and we are prioritising it. So yeah, it's basically just to read like the spookier, more autumnal books, I guess, like books that you, if you are a seasonal reader, you might be more likely to read in the autumn months in the summer, and it's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't know what I'm going to get up to be honest. I'm a bit ill. I'm coming off like the back of a really bad like cold illness thing, so I'm feeling better, but I'm not 100%. I don't think I'm going to be doing loads, but I'll take you along with anything that I do, and we'll read some good books hopefully. So book number 1 that I'm reading is The Day of the Triffids. On the back of this it says, when Bill Mason wakes up to a catastrophe, he is glad that bandages covered his eyes the night before. He finds a population rendered helpless by the green lights. Now blind, they are at the mercy of the Triffids. Once, with their ability to move and their carnivorous habits, the Triffids were just botanical curiosities. But now, the vulnerable human flesh to feast upon, these homicidal plants are set to turn town and country alike into a killing ground, and perhaps replace humanity at the top of the food chain. And then it says, this is John Wyndham's most famous book. It's unsettling, vivid and thrillingly realised tale of ecological apocalypse that is a classic in its genre. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. It's one that I wanted to read for a while, so hopefully I enjoy it. So far, first 5 pages, I do. So like, yeah, it's going good so far. I will say I have found an audiobook on YouTube for it. Unfortunately, this is a book that the only like popular audiobook is behind the Amazon paywall. It's like a, what's it called, like Audible only book, which I don't understand for classics, but that's another point. I know that it's like, well, it's part of the Audible ones that you don't have to pay for and all that, but you have to pay for an Audible membership to read it, so yeah. But I found one on YouTube that seems like it's just an older reading, but it's perfectly fine, and like so far the narrator's been really decent. It's a little slow, so I'm probably going to up the speed, but yeah, really happy with this so far, and happy to see where this next week takes us. So yeah, fingers crossed we can read all 4 of these books. Fingers crossed we love all 4 of these books, and we'll see where we end up. Hi, I decided this is going to be my audiobook. I'm not needing to read long, so this is my audiobook. This is my nighttime book. Bunny is my daytime book for now. I'm about to go out for a bit, so I popped it in my pocket. We'll see if I pick it up, if I have time for any of that. And then hopefully once I finish Bunny I'll still have time to read this, and that'll be everything. So hello, I am shiny and greasy, and I think I'm gonna have a shower soon. I'm done for the day. I've read quite a bit of this, quite enjoyed it so far. I'm on page 27, so 10% in, and it's good. I feel like just for the certain way things are spoken about, unless it turns out we're not meant to like our main character, and the other people he's met have also just been weird. I don't know, I find it difficult to think this will be 5 stars because there seems to be quite a lot of ableist viewpoints. I'm only 10% of the way in. I'm not too far yet, so I don't want to judge it too soon because I don't know what twists and turns it's going to take. I think it's really interesting. I'm enjoying it as a read. I think it's a very easy read, especially considering how old it is. And like, yeah, it's a really good story, and I can definitely see how like other things have been inspired by this. So yeah, I'm excited to keep reading. And then I've read literally hardly any. I've read 9 pages of Bunny, and I don't know what to think. Honestly, I do not know what to think. I do not know what to tell you. It's weird. I have no clue what's going on. I'm using 2 colours highlighters, one for like animal things and one for everything else, and that's all I'm really keeping track of. Like anything that seems weird and I want to highlight, I am, and then anything that seems like animal related, or most of the time bunny related, I'm using a different colour highlight for that. And I'm already so intrigued. I'm like 9 pages in and I'm already so intrigued, so I definitely can't wait to read this as well. So yeah, I think I'll probably take Bunny down the stairs this evening, see how much I can get rid of that, and then once it gets dark this evening I'll probably pick this one up and read my book in the dark for a bit. So yeah, that's it for now. Let's see how much more reading we can do today. So it's very miserable today. It is no Saturday though. It's Saturday and it is 11 minutes past 11. So probably time to get a move on. Last night I did read some of this poetry collection, but I was just absolutely knackered. So I got to page 46, which I actually don't know how long this is. 160. So like over a quarter of the way in. So I'm not worried about finishing it or anything like that. It's split into 8 parts, but the parts aren't equal. And I enjoyed like quite a few of them from part 1, but I'm now about halfway. No, oh wow, I'm almost finished part 2 actually. I'm only like a few poems away from finishing it, and I haven't really liked any, so I've just got a few mixed feelings. So I'll pick that back up again tonight and see where that takes us. For now, I don't know what I'm reading today. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. I'll almost definitely read more of The Day of the Triffids because I've got the audiobook for that, and I definitely should do some cleaning. And hopefully I'll find time to read more of Bunny as well. But yeah, I don't know. I need to get dressed. I need to get ready for the day and kind of make a plan, because right now I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll check it out and when I do. Hey, so Jay's in the shower. I am trying to get a video edited because I haven't uploaded yet in July. I'm trying not to stress about it because I decided I wasn't going to do a schedule or anything, but all I can think about is how much like the YouTube algorithm is not going to care about what I'm uploading because I'm not doing it structured. But try not to, it's all good, it will all be fine. I'm having fun, so I should stop stressing about stupid shit. But we've got a plan. So a while ago I did a book haul. I was planning on doing like a free little library video. It's been 2 or 3 weeks now and I haven't done it. I haven't got time. So we've got one book swap free little library thing really close to our house. We're going to pop to that, see if it needs any books, and then we're going to pop to a charity shop. We personally volunteer with Happy Staffy Rescue, so they've got charity shops around, so we're going to take the books to one of those. And then we are going to go food shopping, grab a couple of little bits that we need. We literally need like garlic bread, fake cheese, I think that's all we need. Jay's got the list. I think we've run out of like a couple of things. So I'll do that and then come back here. Then my plan will be to either edit, read, or clean the house, or a combination of the 3. And that's my only plan for the day. I will take you out with us when we go out. I'll take you to the couple of little things we're doing, but it's going to be a chill one. So yeah, that's it. Honestly, I really want to go for a walk, like a nice long walk, but it is tipping it down. So I'm going to just keep my fingers crossed it stops raining tomorrow, and then we can do a nice walk tomorrow. So I've been weirdly productive. I don't think I've vlogged any of it. I think I did film a little snippet when I was painting earlier, so I did some painting. I've been halfway through painting the whole stairs and landing for, I don't know, 4 months. And the other day I finished one of the walls and it's really like given me the motivation to move on and do some of the others. So I just gave it a go. I did it until I was too tired to stand up, and that might sound silly, but I'm still feeling ill, so like I did it until, you know, like I was too tired to stand up and I started making mistakes and I was like, this isn't it, so I stopped there. Then I came up here and I contact paper, I think it's called, like the proper name, that's what I've heard other people on the internet call it. When I ordered it, it was just called a vinyl wrap. But yeah, this used to be a white desk and now it's like brown wood effect. It's not perfect. If I close the drawers, like I think it looks pretty decent, but it's definitely not perfect. The main problem is if I move these things, I ran out, but for that corner. So, you know, I'm not going to order another whole roll for that, so I'm just hiding it behind things. But yeah, there are Summerween reading sprints happening. I don't think you can see that at all. I don't know why this is so out of focus. It's really not doing well. Yeah, there's the reading sprints. I haven't started reading for them yet. I hadn't seen the notification come through because obviously I don't have a phone at the moment. So when I logged on to YouTube just I saw that they'd started about 50 minutes ago, I think now. So there's 8 minutes left now of these sprints, so I'm basically just going to ignore them until they start talking again, and then I'll like properly join in from that point. But I've got them on now, so I won't miss them. I made really good progress in the day of the Triffids. It's going a little bit slowly, to be honest, but I'm having fun with it. Like, I don't think it's going to be 5 stars, but I feel like at this point it could be 4 stars. Like, it's really good for a classic, it's really good for how old it is, and I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued enough to keep going. I definitely think the audiobook's helping. The audiobook's a little old and a little slow, but because this book's so old and slow, like I don't mind too much. It's not the best audiobook, but it's okay. I will link it down below because it's just on YouTube. It's like someone's like put it on YouTube from like the old tapes that you used to get. The only other audiobook I can see online is like a newly like produced one that's only on Audible. So yeah, I'm at page 65, which to be honest I don't know how far that is. I think I might actually have this on Goodreads, which means it might tell me what percentage that is. 24%, so a quarter of the way through. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's fairly good going, and I'm happy to keep going with it. I think that's the only book I'm going to prioritise for now, and then I'll pick the poetry back up. Maybe I can read the rest of this and the poetry one today, and then that leaves 2 books for the other 5 days, but we'll just wait and see. I think I've got the book I haven't started yet, Razorblade Tears, up here. I've got the poetry one in the bedroom and Bunny in the living room, so no matter where I am today, I'll figure it out and I'll be reading something. But yeah, I'm ready to just relax for the day now. I've done a bit too much. We've done, you know, a fair bit, so I'm gonna relax. Jay's making tea, so don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna take part in sprints, read a bit, edit a bit, and we'll see where we get. Morning. It is Sunday, the 7th of July, I believe. I've just come upstairs. I'm gonna get this video edited that I've been working on for days now. Get that edited and uploaded, and then I'm gonna just read for the rest of the day. I'm actually feeling a lot better in myself today, but my voice and my throat are just gone. So I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to try and just rest my voice as much as possible, I think, because I don't think that talking's helping. So yeah, if I can get some cough syrup down me, rest my voice and try and get it so like things aren't irritating my throat, that'd be great. So we'll see where that gets us. I made pretty decent progress in the day of the Triffids, and I'm now about halfway through Your Soul is a River. So I'm making progress. I would have liked to have had a book finished by now, so my priority today is going to be actually finishing a book, and we'll see how far we get. Okay, hello. Video is up. I will link it up above if you want to watch it with my 6-month reading journal flip through. I've been editing it for days, so I'm really happy it's made. Oh, I'm running myself a bath. I've got a bath going, and I'm making a whole like study event of it. I've got like Oreos, Leo Lions, Skips, and Pepsi, another drink. Like, yeah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna read for a bit in the bath until I feel better, to be honest, because yeah, I've had more cough syrup. My throat's definitely better than it was, but I just need to relax, so that is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I will check in as and when, but for now I'm gonna go chill. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can still finish a book today, and I will give updates next time I check in on my thoughts on the books so far. It is 20 to midnight and it's time to talk about some books. I haven't checked in a long while, so let's talk books. I've officially finished Your Soul is a River, which fulfills the Read in the Dark as I've only read it of an evening, and also the Night Sky prompt. So that one is fulfilled, is done, and it was okay. Honestly, I'm probably going to give it 3 stars. It was like a decent poetry collection, but it just didn't really get me. Like, the sort of poetry that I love, that I find 5 stars, is the sort of poetry that's going to stick with me. It makes me super emotional, it makes me really think. This one didn't, but if 16, 17, 18-year-old Heather would have read this, I probably would have loved it way more. So like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it, but it just wasn't perfectly for me. 3 stars is a really decent rating, but it was very just middle of the road. There were definitely some things that I highlighted. I'll definitely keep it because I feel like, you know, there are the odd poems in there that I did like, and I feel like I could see myself, like, you know, with all my books, like, one of the reasons to keep is because other people might also get something from it, and this one's definitely that. But I don't know, it didn't go deep enough for me, I think, is the basics of it. Like, what it said was fine and good, but it didn't go deep enough. And it was also, it's split into 8 parts, which you can kind of see from where the darker parts of the book are, if it wants to focus. There we go, that's focused. You can see the dark lines in it. So it's split into 8 parts, but it just didn't really feel necessary. Like, they're very much bled into each other and overlap. There weren't really like definitive sections. So that's that one. I'm glad I've finished it. I'm glad I've read it, but unfortunately it's not one that's going to stick with me. Then I guess I'll quickly talk about Bunny. I'm still only like 10 pages into this. What I've read so far, really intrigued by, but it is one I want to read physically, and to be honest I just haven't found the time. Today I definitely could have found the time, so today's reading I could have, but I didn't. So it's on me, and I definitely will be picking it up, you know, over the next few days, and I will definitely be reading this and continuing this because I'm so intrigued so far. I don't know a lot. We've basically had an introduction and like an introduction to like the character's world, like our main character's world, and that's it. So I'm really excited to continue reading this, but I haven't done so yet. Whilst we're here, I will also mention I still haven't started Razorblade Tears. I'm still hoping that I will have time to. Then we have The Day of the Triffids. This is the one that I've made the most progress in. I actually think I'm further into it than what my bookmark is saying. My bookmark's saying on page 73, but I did read some more just on audio, so I am probably further in than that. I am so confused about my feelings about this book, because the things that I was questioning in the first 50 pages, a lot of those have at least been spoken about, been thought upon, and I don't know, like, it's making me think so much. So like, one of the things that I mentioned, because, you know, in this book, like, all of the population, well, like the majority of the population have gone blind. And the first 50 pages, the way that that was being spoken about, the way things were happening, I was so like, whoa, like, I'm just not okay with this. Like, are we gonna have actually like any commentary on accessibility, disability, like actually like from like a blind person's perspective, and like someone who was already blind previous to this point? And we haven't fully gone there, but we have had a couple of things in the last kind of, I'm guessing the last 40 pages. I reckon I'm probably actually around page 90, but I'll figure it out actually at another point. We have had a couple of points where like that's been made. We did meet someone who was blind previous to this, and we didn't meet them for long, but we at least got it acknowledged, and acknowledged that, you know, like, they were using aids and they were happy. And then we also saw a little bit of accessibility being spoken about. It wasn't on the nose, it wasn't really there, but like I don't know, this book's making me think a lot. Like, I am enjoying the horror elements, I am enjoying the sci-fi elements, but honestly I'm surprised at just how much it's making me think and making me, you know, have more of a commentary, I guess. Like, it has much more of a commentary on society and on a lot of points, like politics, accessibility, disability, family, friendship. Like, it's had a lot to think about and had a lot of commentary. So yeah, really, really enjoying it and really glad that I'm reading it. So we'll definitely be continuing on with it when I get a chance, basically. Unfortunately, I am still ill and it's definitely affecting my reading time. Like, I've had the last 5 hours to do whatever I wanted, and normally I'd have read that whole time, and instead I've read for about half an hour of it. So I don't want to, you know, kick myself when I'm down. I want to recover, I want to feel better, but I'm definitely aware that I should have finished and read more by now. So I'm hoping we can pull it together in the next part of the week. I will, you know, Monday morning tomorrow, I'll be making that to-do list. I'll be planning out the week and figuring out when we've got time to read, and fingers crossed we've got enough time to read the rest of these books. I'll check in when I've made more progress. Hi, it is actually quite late. It's 6:20. It's not quite late, but like, it's late in the day. I haven't checked in yet. It's 6:20 on Monday. I'm joined by the little boy. Oh, sorry, did I wake you? Well, what do you want? Do you want attention? What do you want? Yeah, what do you want? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You need the belly rubs. Yeah, you need the belly rubs, daughter. Oh, oh, we flop, we flop. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mwah. Hello. You're so bloody cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Are you looking at yourself? Are you looking at yourself? Right, now the cat distraction is over. Ever wondered why I don't get as much work done as I should? Yeah, I'm actually really excited. So I need to read. I've got like 2 hours left on an audiobook that I started like weeks ago. I actually think it's only last week. It feels like weeks ago. I've been reading it for ages. That I think I'll probably finish. And then I will go to the audiobook of The Day of the Triffids. Finish that. What I'm mainly excited about tonight is I've just picked up a new phone. I eventually have a working phone. Yeah, my phone's been broken for over a month now, but I think it was like last Wednesday or Thursday it just really stopped working. So yeah, I ordered a new phone. It's eventually arrived, so I went and picked it up. So I'm going to set that up, listen to my audiobook and just see where the evening takes me. I really don't know what the plan is. Jay is once again being lovely and making tea. So yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, and hopefully I'll do something interesting at some point this week, but we'll wait and see. So I thought I'd do a mini check-in. I think I'm about halfway through this, to be honest. I reckon if I'm not halfway, I'm almost halfway. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm wanting to pick it up. I'm intrigued. It's like it's definitely sucked me and it's definitely made me intrigued. I want to know what happens. Like, I want to know where it goes. But I'm definitely at the point where I'm questioning our main character's intelligence. I guess. I definitely am confused by some of the decisions being made, but yeah, like, it's really, really good. I'm really shocked by how good and how much I've enjoyed it. Like, this is why I still give like older books a chance, because when you do come across an amazing older book, like, it's so good and such a great feeling. But yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I am. So yeah, that's my little mini update. I'm going to keep reading. It is now 10:45 on July the 9th. So I don't know, I'll probably pop my headphones on and go to bed, to be quite honest, and just listen in bed, because I wanted to finish it today. I just don't think that's going to happen. But I also have been struggling to sleep lately, so I do normally end up listening to about half an hour to an hour of audiobook before bed. So I reckon I can probably get another good chunk of this read. I have about 40 pages left of this book, the Day of the Triffids, so I'm gonna listen to them before bed. It is now almost midnight, which means, yeah, it's 5 to midnight, which means there's officially 24 hours left. We've got quite a fun day planned tomorrow. We're gonna go out and do some like fun things, have a bit of a date day, so I'm excited for that. And I am hoping to maybe read all of this tomorrow, or if not all of it, at least get a good chunk done. So yeah, that's the hope for that. I've come up with like a little annotation plan for it, because I was enjoying it enough in the first like 10 pages to want to annotate it, and unfortunately I have come to the conclusion I'm not going to get around to Razorblade Tears this week. However, I will still try and read it at some point during the month. But yeah, I will check in the morning with my final thoughts on this, and hopefully a high rating. Right now I'm not confident about a rating, but it's good, so yeah. Hello, good morning. It is the final day of Summerween. Last night I did manage to finish A Day of the Triffids, and I think I've decided on a 4-star rating. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going with. I did have a really good time. I did really enjoy it. I've been umming and ahhing between a 3.5 and a 4 for a while, and I think I'm going to go 4, because I think a lot of the things that took me out of the book were not like the book or the authors or the writing's fault. It's just how long it's been. So I don't think there's any that I can say about potentially spoiling it, but like, there was some stuff to do with space that is no longer a mystery, no longer a surprise, is very common, and I looked and it didn't look like leaps were really made for another 20 to 30 years, like from when the book was published to when stuff like that became common knowledge. There was stuff to do with plants that, you know, theories, reveals that just weren't surprising, but then when I looked it up, common plants that do these things that are common knowledge, that there's these things happening with plants, wasn't common knowledge then. So yeah, stuff like that. I did find some of it a bit annoying, like just to do with the roles of people, the roles depending on if you're a man or a woman, stuff like that, I did find annoying, and I don't really think it was necessary, but I think it was just off the time. But except for that, I had a really good time with it. I found it good. It made me think a lot. Like, I'm definitely really glad that I read it, and I think everything except for that was positive. Like, there were character arcs, there was growth. It did not always seem like bad behaviours were necessarily corrected, even when they were acknowledged. So for instance, at one point we'd like met people who'd been doing things for a few days, and I made the note in the book, like, why do we not know any of these like blind people's names? Like, you know, this group's been together for a while now. And then like a chapter later at the end of it, it was like, I didn't even know her name, and I was like, oh, like, it's been acknowledged. But then, except for quick introductions, we only really got one blind person that like he knew or bothered to learn anything about. So I don't know. I don't know if bad behaviours were necessarily corrected, but I did enjoy it. I think the only other thing that was a negative for me was the ending. The ending, I felt like it left things to be desired. I thought we were going to do a lot more in the book than we did. It kind of felt like the ending just sort of fizzled with a plan and an idea and emotion, and they were going. And I thought we'd get more than that. I thought we would see where they were going. I thought we'd see the further plan. I thought we'd see if things could get better. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I did have a good time. And I don't read many classics, but the classics I have read, I do feel like I've always felt that way about the ending, like they haven't really been ended well. And I don't know if that's just something that's learnt over time. Like, you know, if an ending's disappointing, eventually writers are going to figure out ways to not make them disappointing. And obviously back then series weren't a thing, so I don't know. But I enjoyed it, I had a good time, and we've now complete 3 of the prompts. I'm hopeful I'll get some reading time in today and get some good chunk of bunny read. The further into the day we get in, the less hopeful I am at finishing. It is now 11:45 and we're about to go out. But I'll bring you along with today because hopefully we're going to do some fun things. I'm going to go and get some vegan sushi. My favourite vegan sushi place is in Worcester, so we're going to drive down there. I did think we were going to get the train, but Jay says he's very happy to drive, so yeah, I'm gonna drive there and get some vegan sushi, which, oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's probably been about a month, maybe a bit more, since I last went and had it, so very excited. is going to be the end of the video. It is 7:30 on the 11th, and yeah, I've technically got a few hours to go, but I've got a cracking headache. We've been out all day and I've got a headache, so I'm gonna run a bath. I will end the video with a clip. I got the pizza slice from the new Lush Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection, which I was so pleased when I saw. And I've had a really good day today, but unfortunately I've come back and I've got a headache and I know I'm not going to be able to read. I don't have anything I can read for this as an audio, so I'm just not going to worry. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this went. I didn't complete all the prompts, but I did 3 out of 5. Next year we'll aim to get all of them. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please do give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe down below if you want to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.